I feel like with your brand, you gotta know like the city you in too. Like I feel like New Orleans is like a brick and mortar city. They want to meet the owners. They want to come in there, feel the vibe, and like then they gonna purchase from you. You see what I'm saying? It's like I feel like with any brand, you just gotta know like your niche and like what area you in, and that's gonna make you make like the best decision for like if you should get a store or not, or like you know what you should do with your brand.
Alright, how y'all doing? I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner and CEO of World and Vision.
Hey, I'm Nicholas Clark, co-owner and designer of World and Vision.
Hey, we back with another one. Hey, it's been special. We just wrapped up Essence. I cannot complain. It was great. But hey, before we get into this video, I want to introduce some special guests because we got them on. We are in New Orleans. We doing these podcasts. We back in our hometown. And so we got two hometown heroes right now with us, Blizy and Jared with Loyalty Club. So for those of you who don't, for those of the people who watching this podcast who don't know y'all, introduce yourselves and please just tell them a little bit about your brand.
My name Jared, co-owner of the Loyalty Club.
My name Blake, Blizy. Most people call me, owner, designer, creative director of the Loyalty Club.
And just tell us like what is the Loyalty Club, what y'all stand for, like and what's the why behind what y'all doing?
I feel like the Loyalty Club, the name said all, loyalty. So that's a big staple in our like clothing brand, being loyal. Like everything we do is based on that. So it's like, we've been knowing each other for like I don't know how long, and it's never been like no shadiness, no nothing going. So it's like everything we do, we gotta stand on loyalty. So it's like you can't go sway off of that. It gotta be loyalty or nothing else.
When you see us, you're gonna see the same people. We're not click hopping. We're not doing none of that. It's all loyalty. The same people that we started with, we all come up together, just, having integrity, being solid. It's like more than just like a clothing brand, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we really like it's a lifestyle, but we really like teaching like integrity. Like I feel like that's a lost cause in the world right now. Like you gonna come over here and get some game.
And not to make it super long, but like how did the name Loyalty Club even come about? Like how you was just chilling one day and you like, Loyalty Club, that's the one.
Nah, it's like loyalty was always like a part of like our life really. And then like I used to always like the name like Billionaires Boys Club. And then they had something called like the Madberry Club. Like back in the day, I used to just always like how the name sounded. So I'm like, loyalty like one of my favorite things. I'm gonna just say the Loyalty Club. And then make people feel like they're a part of it type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, perfect. Hey, check this out. Hey, we about to get straight into the gyms. All right, so like Marlon said, we're in New Orleans right now. We just wrapped up Essence Fest. Now, before we get into this video, all right, we about to hit 80,000 subscribers. Y'all know what time it is. As soon as we hit 80,000, we're going to give a lucky brand on 100 free t-shirts. Yes, 100 free tees. We're going to give it to you for free. All right, in order to enter the win at, you need to watch this video all the way to the end. Leave us a comment. Let us know if Blizy or Jared or Marlon gave you your favorite piece of advice, all right? Let's get into it.
Hey, let's go ahead and get straight into this video.
Basically, what I was saying is just, first year, bro, like, we ain't had no backgrounds. We had two shirts. We had a Jesus tee and we had a Curve tee. Every shirt in that thing, $2 for $30. Me and Marlon ourselves, we set up all the booths, sold every shirt. Like, we literally, if we talking in units, we sold probably like 800, 900 tees first year that we was done. Because it's $2 for $30 though, bro. Like you can't, but it's two shirts for $30. And then it's crazy like how like we do, we tell them like, and like this is like openly that we tell our customers or people that support us, like one shirt for 20, two shirts for 30. Like you're not about to sit up and buy one shirt.
And then if you do, we happy.
Yeah, if you do, we happy. But you're not about to sit up and buy one shirt for 20 if two of them is for 30. So like our whole strategy, and I always tell people this when they building a business, anything that works in your business, never change it, always build on top of it. So we know that 2 for 30 works. Why would I come back the next year or the next year after that and not have 2 for 30? That don't make sense. Right. So like why not have 2 for 30, but then also have $30 tees themselves or $50 tees themselves or $40 hoodies themselves. So this year was the first year that we was able to take all of the things that was actually working whenever we do pop-up shops and building on top of it. So people actually had the options and the variety to be able to make the decisions that they wanted to make. Like people, in order to make your business go from like $10,000 a month to $100,000 a month, it's not about getting more orders. It's about increasing the average order value. Meaning this, if I get 1,000 orders in my business and it's $20, that's $20,000 if I'm not mistaken. But if I take the same orders, which is 1,000 orders, and I boost it up to $60 of orders, we didn't change the amount of orders that we did. We just changed the amount of money that they were spending with us. So we went from making $20,000 a month to $60,000 a month with the same customers. So the same thing that we did at Essence Fest, we was able to blow it out, really make this one our best years because we was able to do the 2 for 30 strategy. You know what I mean? But we also had these other 30, 40, $50 items that we was able to boost the average order value and get the same amount of orders, but we made more money because they spent more money with us. So like anytime you building a business, like you never steer away from really what works. Like y'all probably gonna always keep that loyalty club logo. Like, and if you don't, then I'm sure your sales probably gonna drop because at the end of the day, that's what everybody wanna buy from you.
Right.
So from now, all you do is start making these camel fits, you know what I mean? Or like the chains with the same thing. And that's how you start to actually make more money from everybody that's already shopping with you.
Yep. And so what he just saying, it was almost where like even with the $10 shorts and that they almost was like some later was like, come on now, y'all kidding me. But now really like those shorts was just already in our warehouse. So we in our mind we'd be like, all right, why would I allow this product just to sit inside my warehouse when, you know, we about to have a lot of potential customers, it's gonna be more valuable with them with it on. Like even if they bought it for 10. You get what I'm saying? Now they got people out here wearing a brand, now people seeing it, people recognizing it. So the same $10 shorts that they paid for at this one experience blowout, they get to meet us. The next person that see them with it gonna pay 30 for it, or they gonna pay 20 for it. They don't know that they paid 10 for it. So like we just wanted to give ourselves the opportunity to distribute as much product as we can because we see like that when people rocking your stuff, you right now y'all walking billboards in here. Like y'all look nice with y'all drip on. Like you made me want to take off my pants and put them on right now because you know it's gonna make the fit pop. So like when you have 100 other people with them same blue shorts on, now when they go out, you're gonna have at least a percentage of those people that see it that's gonna want it. So all I'm saying is we give ourselves a greater percentage because we're gonna have more people. Yeah. You know, the same 10% of 10 people is not gonna be a lot, rather the 10% of 1,000 people is gonna be 10 times as much. Yep. So like that's how we thinking about it when we like just trying to get our brand across because right now we still like our goal is to have the #1 brand in the world. But like at the end of the day, we realize that we still working towards that and that they got brands out here, like you don't go a day without seeing that check. You don't go a day without seeing, no matter where you go, no matter where you travel.
Nike and Adidas.
Nike and Adidas is easily accessible.
You got them all right. The check on you right now. The check on him right now.
The check, like, and that's why we look at those brands like that. And that's the brand that we want to have. So it's some brands where they don't want to sell a lot of product. But for us, we realize that that's what gives us that competitive advantage because now, you know, more people are being able to see it. I heard you say it earlier, you a creative, let me create. This ain't gonna be the only $1 million creation that you create, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, this could be your brand that you get all the people to know about you and know about y'all. And then now you come back with the high-end brand. Or you spin it off and now you doing, I see y'all doing the music, now you do something else. Right. You know what I mean? But all of this was just to get more people to know who you are, what y'all about, what y'all do. And that's how we look at it too. So that just be the crazy part.
I got a question for y'all though. Like how y'all even met? Can y'all tell us how y'all even met? Can y'all tell us how y'all even like decided to like come together to build a clothing business?
Good.
We met through like a mutual friend, our partner Burger. His name, well we call him Burger, but his real name is Chad James. They had like me and him grew up together, and they had went to high school together and like middle school together too. And then like we just all used to just hang out in high school, like and just go everywhere. And then that's how we kind of built the relationship. And then that's how we came.
Just came with the brand. So what y'all was just talking one day, like, man, let's start a clothing brand, or like, was it somebody you already had started?
I had already started it. Like I was doing like that was my hustle. Like in high school, I was painting everybody's shirts, painting shoes, and then I learned how to screen print when I went to college for like a year. The lady had given me like a screen printer machine, so I used to like just print our own shirts, and then just kept building, started the brand, and then met Jared. Like we were saying earlier, I don't really like to do like the business side of the brand. Like I'm more like the creative. So Jared, he more like the business mind, you know what I'm saying? Like organized. And I noticed that, like, cause when we used to like take like his birthday trips, he'd have a whole itinerary. So
you're not one of them, huh?
Hey, I'm with you, big dog. I'm with you.
They have everything mapped out. This what we done. That's what we stand. All you gotta do is send me this money. I'm gonna have everything booked. I'm like, dang, this here be like a good asset for the business. Cause I hate doing that type of stuff.
Well, I hate that, bro.
Yeah. So that's how we kind of like built it. But I had to beg him to do it though. He be saying, I ain't had to beg at first. Man, I don't like the name. I don't like it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. So once he finally bought into it, I feel like that's what kind of took us like.
So how did it grow on you?
Just being around it every day, really. I was around it all the time. I was already helping. So at that point, I'm like, I'm here all the time. I'm already selling stuff. People asking me for stuff. So I'm like, I might as well just go ahead and run with it.
And wait, y'all was on tour before, right, though? Like,
yeah, he was on tour. He be on tour all the time.
Yeah, I play drums with G-Eazy too, the rapper. So yeah, I be on tour, and then I take the merch on tour.
so how was that experience? You know, getting an exposure brand in front, like a huge audience, like
different
that.
audience.
And did that give you like the? You know, I feel like that'll give me like a real confidence boost. So like, what was that experience like?
It's good. It's just like with that, you just never know how much to bring. You know what I'm saying? That's always the problem. So I feel like we left a lot of money on the table. Like when
One
we
of
was,
them tours.
yeah, on like our summer tour because we ain't really know because they not there for me. You know what I'm saying? They there for G-Eazy, so they want G-Eazy merch first. But like I feel like we had a cool enough design. Like we had something that nobody else at the merch table had. We had like a basketball jersey and it was going crazy. And I feel like if we would have just made like way more jerseys, we could have really like ran.
We probably left like 6 figures on the table.
Yeah,
For real?
Yeah.
So
If you think about it, like when you got the venues got multiple like stands that selling merch. We got enough stuff to hit 2 of them things up. So
Right.
we got merch at 2 stands. They sold out within like 2 days, maybe
Right.
3. And
So
then-
is a tour like at the same venue?
No, it's a tour
different
for like
cities
maybe
every
like
day.
2 months. So like maybe like 30 days, 60
30
days.
days.
So they going to different places. So
Every
we
day.
was sold out within like 2-3 days. So we got an Audible and that's taking like a month.
'Cause it's coming from
so by
China,
the time
too.
it come, that's it.
So you telling me, so you able to pop up a 30-day streak?
Yes.
And y'all ain't had no more merch, bro.
Yeah,
And this is
no,
the beginning stages too.
No,
Like people right now.
we know.
Oh my God, we know.
We ain't know, bro.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Damn, boy, that's a lifetime opportunity right there.
Yeah. And then we like, well, we ain't gonna trip. We gonna come back and then do it for the next one. COVID came.
Yeah.
Ah.
Right.
So, yeah.
And like, cause I want to talk about like how did COVID impact our businesses just in general, Nick? Like, starting with you, like how you felt COVID, impacted the brand.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy, bro. Cause like COVID really helped explode our business. Cause like a lot of people, it helped explode our business and it helped hurt our business. So like right now we don't have no kiosks no more. Like we had one in Monroe that we just had recently opened up, probably like 3 or 4 months ago. We haven't really been promoting it as much. We just been letting it do its thing. But like at one time we had 3 kiosks, bro. We had one in Oakwood, one in the Riverwalk, and then one in Baton Rouge. Like and just Riverwalk, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never knew that New Orleans people really don't go there. Like, like people. I'm talking about people coming off a cruise ship, talking in different languages, don't even know what they saying. Like, we didn't know that. We just thinking like, we doing it big.
Downtown New Orleans.
Yeah, we doing it big, and it was the most expensive. To be honest with you, but the best one that we had was Oakwood Mall, obviously, because that's where all our people shop at. Riverwalk was eating. We just was trying to figure out how to manage it from a distance. Well, my bad, Marlon, Louisiana. It was eating, but we were trying to kind of keep figuring out how to manage it from a distance. But like when COVID hit, bro, they was still making us pay like the rent while we wasn't open, and we like, damn, bro, like
That was hidden.
like what? Like we paying 3, 4, 5 bands a month, like, and we not making no return on that.
Right.
So our whole thing was like, how can we start exploding this thing online? That's when I started using Facebook ads, bro. Like, dog, we was spending like this, like we'll spend like $1 and they'll give us a return on like $18. Like, so we're like, and then that was when we was running like $9.99 tees, bro. And we would just sell like just a black shirt with a neon Roland Vision curve on there for $9.99.
3,000 units.
3,000 units, bro. We would just order 3,000 shirts and we would just sell. And then we had these orange shirts that just say "Trust in your vision." 3,000 units, bro. $9.99.
Jesus tees. 5,000 Jesus tees.
Yeah, bro. And then from there, that's when we started learning about text and emails. Because we was like, and I'm gonna be real with you, bro. We still wasn't really aggressively sending text and emails during COVID. But like most people, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. And like I learned this from COVID, and I'm gonna apply this to, anytime this happen again in life. Because whenever people pull their money out of something, you really want to start putting your money in it. Because like basically nobody was advertising because they wanted to play it safe. Like they like, it's COVID, I want to save my money. Even like right now, like people saying like, what they be saying is a recession. It's a recession. Like this is the best time to build your business because everybody playing it safe. Right. This is the time where you really want to start investing. Because the competitors, they not gonna be able to beat you in this down market. Like, and if you could sustain it, even if you breaking even, if you could sustain keeping your brand out there, people gonna remember you first because we the only brands that's gonna be out there. So this is the opportunity to take the moment that we have and start exploring your brand, bro. Online was like killing it, bro. We started doing drops, bro. We started really like getting 100, 200, 300, 400 orders. I feel like Facebook ads had really just started dying like right after COVID, like right when COVID was coming down, Facebook ads was dying down, but now it's starting to like pick up again. But like COVID really helped us take off more than helping us like have a setback.
Yeah, we was going through it. Like, I mean, our team probably was down for a week, but we was operating on a college campus or whatnot, and so we just spread it out the tables and had them boys still in with masks, shipping out them orders. Like, we ain't stopped.
They didn't want us to come back, though.
We ain't shut. We told them boys we wasn't stopping. We wasn't shutting it, because then the kiosks had shut down. We wasn't shutting down online.
Yeah.
We was going to be in there. Everybody was, if they had to take tests or not, and we was against the whole thing, but if we felt like somebody was sick or whatnot, then we'll kind of have to put them rules in place where we force it, because now it's like you putting everybody else at risk. But like we wasn't like one of the companies that force you to go get a shot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because they had people like losing their jobs because of that situation. And it forced us to like level up our systems. Because when we started to expand online, we didn't have those systems in play. Like literally everybody was doing everything inside. Like we still, sew these tags on in-house. So growing the team, fulfilling the orders, growing the team, doing the production, like figuring out like how do we really make this go the fastest. And I feel like COVID also allowed us to do that, because you really learn a lot when you not saying isolate yourself, but like focus literally, right? Like each and every day we was in that warehouse. We ain't have nothing else to do.
Right.
Everybody was inside. It was nothing else to do. And a lot of times we tend to get distracted when we need to be focusing on the things that we know we need to be doing. And I feel like COVID allowed us to focus on that and the things that we was able to grow multiple businesses within the COVID time.
I say like just take it to this. All right, we all from New Orleans. All right, and then y'all got your flagship store here in New Orleans. Like cause when we went off to college, bro, we was in a totally different environment. Right. Like building our brand. Like, so we ain't had no other choice but to do college and focus. And I know you went to Xavier. Mm-hmm. Even though you in New Orleans, it's a different environment too. Huh? It's like you're on your own damn island, like over there at Xavier. I don't know if you stayed on campus or not. But how is like your mindset? How is your mindset and how is like your environment by being from New Orleans and having your business here in New Orleans, like your actual first store, downtown New Orleans?
It feel good, man. I mean, when I was at Xavier, we was kind of like picking up towards like the end of my Xavier. So we kind of like took advantage of it because we did like the fashion show at Xavier. So we was like kind of taking advantage of it, but we ain't really turned up to like afterwards. Yeah. But like having that store like really helped us. Like, cause I could be honest, before the store, we wasn't really getting that many New Orleans sales. Like all our stuff was really online out of town. And then I feel like once we got the store, like we got like, I don't know where they came from. It was like a bunch of New Orleans people just started buying it. Like
came out of nowhere.
It's like they don't want to go online to shop.
Yeah,
it's like they do not want to go online to shop.
I feel like with your brand, you gotta know like the city you in too. Like I feel like New Orleans is like a brick and mortar city. They want to meet the owners. They want to come in there, feel the vibe, and like then they gonna purchase from you. You see what I'm saying? It's like I feel like with any brand, you just gotta know like your niche and like what area you in, and that's gonna make you make like the best decision for like if you should get a store or not, or like what you should do with your brand.
And what happened, what I see what happened is y'all just continue to improve your distribution channel, because we talk about it, like taking it to the streets. That's just the final phase of taking it to the streets that we teach our students and our programs that we have. Like literally, like within the last 6 months, we've been able to help 7 students like reach $10,000 consecutively months, where they do a 10K a month from $0, like joining our programs, whether that's the workshop, whether that's the mentorship program. But the big thing about it is like they started from selling it out their bag. Then we tell them, all right, once you start selling out your bag, you probably at work, you can only do so much. Now you have to take that and do those pop-up shops like we did at Essence, like we was doing at those college campuses. Now you may start making $2,000-$3,000 within 2-3 hours, and now that's the next phase of it. And then lastly, now it's like you gotta have a physical location, whether that's a kiosk, brick or mortar, vending machine, whatever it is. You need a way to where people could go and purchase product during business hours. Right. Online, they could purchase at any time, but that's you still need that physical part of distribution where like people are coming in. And so like the main thing with that is that's allowing you guys. It's still marketing. Like having a store is marketing. People drive past, see your logo. It gives you like opportunity, because you didn't have that store. What else would you be doing? Yeah, and you gonna sell online regardless if you had a store or not. Right. So it just gives you that double whammy, and we encourage people like start where you at. Like if you don't have product with you at all times and you don't have no store, you don't want to grow your brand. Right. Like straight up. Like we be saying we used to have product with us all the time, because you never know who you gonna meet. You might see that, you might be in Morrow's on Mondays and see that celebrity that walking up, but you don't got no merchant on you. You don't got no merchant in the car. So now you lost out on that. What you gonna tell them? Come to the store?
No, they ain't coming.
They're not coming. So you lose that opportunity. And that's like one of those biggest things that y'all put yourself in position to create sales every day. Like, cause if your brand not making sales every day, you don't have a brand. You still growing it. Like you have to make those sales every day. So that's what's up. Hey, make sure y'all like this, subscribe to the channel, run us up. Man, we in New Orleans right now, hometown. These videos gonna be dropping in August, because we doing a special for Katrina. And speaking on Katrina, because I feel like Katrina changed. I know it changed our lives. I'm pretty sure it changed our lives too. Like speak on like how, like, because basically Katrina allowed us to meet each other. And so for the people that maybe don't even know how we met, what that story was like, Nick.
I mean, really just this guy went to St. Aug. I ain't even gonna lie, I couldn't even afford to go to St. Aug.
Well, I'm talking about even the capital.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
So look, before we had wound up, we ended up at a school called Capital after all the schools.
This is in 5th grade.
After all the schools then denied us for going, and we wound up meeting. Me and Marlon, one of the best of friends, honestly. Like this dude was like the cool guy. I was like the short. I was half my size, bro. I was small, bro. Like, so you know how they do with the small guys around. But I was always like the smart one. I'm the one that they cheat on the test. They come and sit next to me and be like, what you got over there, Nick?
What you got for what you got for number 2?
Other than that, like, bro, we always was like entrepreneurs, bro. Like so anything we would get our hands on. One of the things that we did learn when we was in middle school that really changed our life was like we learned how to play chess. But we used to like skip class to play chess, bro. Like that sounds so lame, but like, bro, that's how we really was able to train our mind to be able to think in a better way, basically. But
because it is just like chess is life. Like when we didn't know it at that time, we was just learning. It was just fun to us. But you getting to like challenge yourself and go mano a mano with brain power, like on the board, because like it's like, think about, how they got the football team, offense, defense, like, and they running a play. It's kind of like that inside the chessboard. You setting up your pieces, you setting up your moves, and that's the same thing with business. Like, because we got to think about the past, the present, and the future in your business. You thinking about what y'all did in the past, and so how you gonna predict and how you gonna make it better in the future. But ultimately, you doing it in the now. Mm-hmm. And chess allow us to do that because it allow you to like think 2-3 steps ahead and make that move and put yourself in position to be successful. So I'm not sure. Are y'all playing the chess?
Nah, I used to play like in 7th, 8th grade. I was learning, and then I had to stop.
Man, we gotta get y'all. Hey, y'all gotta download that chess.com. We gotta start playing, man.
Blizzy like, man, I'm not messing with
I'm getting Blizzy on the chessboard. I'm telling you.
He like, hey, man.
I'm gonna get y'all on the chessboard.
No, I got a question. Let's go back to Essence though.
Yeah.
What made y'all like first do it? Cause I'm like, when you looking at, you don't really see like no brands like our brand and y'all brand in there. Right. So like, what made y'all even want to do that?
Do Essence Fest in general, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so honestly, bro, like, I can't even really remember.
We was in a business accelerator program, and basically like they was challenging us on like how we gonna really get our brand out there, how we gonna really distribute our product, and we was
pop-ups
was like pop-ups.
main
We was
thing.
doing the pop-ups. Yep. And
Pop-ups.
And so we was like, we got to do pop-ups at festivals. We was like Rolling Loud and stuff. We was thinking about these festivals, and then Essence Fest had came around, and so we just applied to. Which everybody we just applied and we got in probably because we was a New Orleans brand at the time. Like we could put the boot put a picture with the boot looked like literally 2 little pillars with our name on there, like nothing on the little pegboards. But like a picture that we had, and we had like 2 racks, and we was literally just selling curved tees and Jesus tees.
Me and Marlon also.
Yep, and we had a few people that volunteered to help us out, but like other than that, we was literally like just pushing 2 for $30, just trying to get the brand out there, like and tell people the story. Like that's the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. And when we seen that, dang, like Essence, we gotta do more of these. So like the next one is gonna be Invest Fest that we doing next, because it give you those opportunities. They got 150,000 people going through that convention center. What else you gonna do that's gonna give you the exposure or give you the opportunity to at least be seen by that amount of people? Like no matter what you do, you ain't gonna get that even with the store. So this give you opportunity to take customers, take market share, bring them to your online, and get them to come to your store. So like that's all it be like. How do we continue to get a boost? Besides what we do, we just keep on stack on.
Yeah, and you can't like scale. You can't scale like family and friends support. Like your friends and your family gonna buy your brand, right. But like that's not scalable. And like what I mean by that is like if a stranger not trying to buy from you, then like it's gonna be tough growing your brand to the world. Now like with Essence Fest, it may not be like your specific audience, but like we know for a fact, like if like we can't get a random person on the street to buy our product, then like it's just gonna be hard for when they see it on the internet for them to want to really buy it. And like with us, like Marlon saying, like we don't, like bro, you never, anytime you go somewhere, you ever been on like Canal Street or you been on like Hollywood Boulevard and people be having like stands out there, and when you walking past it, they like, yo, I got two bottles of cologne for $30, you wanna get it? And then they be like, you know what, for you 10. Mm-hmm. Like you don't buy that, bro. Like you buy stuff that you convince yourself to buy. So like you might go in the store and you be like you're fit right now. Like, when somebody see you with it on, you don't gotta tell them to buy it. They gonna look at you and be like, oh, that's fly. That's them convincing themselves to buy your product.
Right.
So with us, like, when people ask us, like, what we sell, like, we don't even sell clothes, but we sell a intangible feeling that you could rise above and do something different. Like, our brand is all about trusting in your vision. The clothes is just the thing that you get to represent. Mm-hmm. You get what I mean? Like, I'm not about to, at Essence Fest, we ain't made no sales saying, hey, come on over here to the booth. Everything 2 for $30. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
And if I didn't hear that, we quickly cut that.
And it boosts curiosity. Like, but like, bro, when people read our story, when people like know we from New Orleans, like that was like the main thing. Like people wanted to support the local brands that was there. You get what I mean? So like, we had a big sign that said "Made in New Orleans." So like, people would just stop just to read our story. That's them convincing themselves to buy. Like, you never buy things that like somebody like try to sell you based on price. Like you go in the store and you sell yourself. Like you look at your shirt and your shoes and your shorts and you be like, yeah, that's fly. Like, yeah, I'm gonna look good in that. Like, and then that's when you buy it. So like with Essence Fest, but we just be wanting to put ourselves in uncomfortable environments. We want to put ourselves in a group where it's strangers. You get what I mean? And that's how we able to really see who we are as entrepreneurs ourselves. Like, so like, what was y'all experience? Like, y'all just true, genuine experience? Like, would you do it again? Like, or like, what, and then what was the thing that you didn't like?
I mean, we definitely gonna do it again. So when I went in, I mean, I already knew like what my expenses was. So at the end of the day, I'm like, if I don't hit this, then I feel like it ain't really like
Worth it.
But like we did, well above that. So I'm like, yeah, it's definitely worth it. I got in front of a bunch of people that never knew my brand, even from New Orleans. Like I had people coming in up with their kids and was like, where y'all brand based out of? And I'm like, New Orleans. And like, for real? Like they never knew. So I'm like, there's a whole market in my own city that I never even tapped into.
Right.
So it's like, why not do it? It's a no-brainer at that point.
Bro,
Go ahead.
it's just crazy because I'm walking outside of the convention center and I'm just like, bro, how can we really infiltrate the space? Like, bro, when I walked past y'all store, like they had somebody with a table sitting out there. I don't know if y'all like let them sit a table out there or if they just wound up just putting the table out there. But like, bro, I'm like, it's so much real estate around here that even if we popping up at the convention center, you could be sending people to the store. You could be sending the table outside the store with all the loyalty stuff.
Right.
You could be having a booth down the street. It's so much real estate. Like they be having pop-ups in hotels. Like I'm like, damn, how can we run like 5-6 pop-ups at one time?
So we had the store open. We made money at the store and at the store.
Exactly.
We gotta make it from all places.
Exactly. Y'all
from New Orleans
20
not coming to the not coming to Essence. Everybody don't want to come in now. It's too much.
Exactly.
So they going to the store instead. So.
Exactly.
What would be like some of those specific, takeaways that y'all feel like y'all would, implement next year? Like what's some
besides getting a double booth that they downgraded all of us to.
Yeah, besides that.
I mean, less clutter. So like we had a table. Just from looking at y'all, like I don't want to do no table. I'm gonna have everything hanging up. And we had like this one handheld Shopify device that you could just check out with. And we was using like the iPad for the other one. I don't even want no iPad. I want handheld. So it's like you could just stand up, check people out, and then that's it. It's just like create the open flow space people could go in. And it's just like less clutter, less people in there, less traffic. So it's like get them in and out. So that's the main thing I want to implement.
Right.
Then like that loadout. Yeah, we got to.
Like how long it took y'all to load out?
It took a little minute because we had to go find the key for the trailer. So it was like a whole. Then when we went to the back to the loadout area, somebody left their truck and just left it running. So I had to wait there till they come and move it. So it was a whole process.
Man, that's crazy.
Not like a few hours, huh?
Now it was like about 20-30 minutes.
That's a good time. I say for us, like some things I noticed, and we like, I don't know if y'all made adjustments on the fly. Like if something we gotta talk about, we like changed it that next day. So the first day what we noticed was like our people was checking people out inside the booth. And like when you got people checking people out inside the booth is getting cluttered. And then our people walking by, they wanna come, but they like, it's too
packed. You gotta remember COVID just was here.
Yeah.
So
and then, when they leave, that may be the opportunity. They're not gonna come back because they got a whole lot of other people going on. So we noticed that and we made that, change like the next day. And so started pulling people, once they get out, let's get them to the side and let's just start checking people out. Like that was one of the big things that I feel like, allowed us to, cause you can only do is administrate, like if you have potential people, but they're not even getting in and getting checked out, that's not gonna do it. Next time, also I feel like, we could have even, cause it's those bags, we probably should be almost like giving out like free bags and stuff like that because a lot of, people know where to go because they seeing those branding of people walking with the stuff. So I noticed, I was like that. And the last day we did that. And I mean, our sales was we did more on the Sunday than we did Saturday. And I'm like, damn, I'm starting to think about like, why did we make more money on Sunday? Of course, people leave and they want to take their stuff. But that was the day we ran out of our actual World of Vision bags. And not saying that people don't want the World of Vision bags, but we started to pass around the totes, basically for free at this point. Now they're saying 100% black owned. And like, where y'all getting those 100% black owned is more appealing than the World of Vision bag.
I noticed that too. Like, this what we noticed that from Atlanta streetwear market. It's like when we had them camel bags. Dog, everybody was like, damn, where you get that bag from? So that drew a lot of attention to our booth too. So y'all can
It was
see
coming
what
in
you're
just
saying.
for the bags. I'm like, you gotta buy something to get the bag.
Them camel bags was hard, bro. I was seeing it for sure. It's like you can't miss it.
Right.
Like that's the same thing we was thinking about, like doing like neon bag, like just doing something super, super loud because people gonna gravitate towards that kind of stuff.
Alright, I'm sorry I gotta interrupt this video, but if you haven't checked out our monthly workshop, you are literally missing out. We have transformed over 500 brands and minds inside of this 3-day workshop. On day 1, we're gonna be covering design. We're gonna be giving you our design process to take your designs to the next level. On day 2, we're gonna cover marketing. So we're gonna show you how to set up and run Facebook ads. We're gonna show you how to create content. And on day 3, we're gonna give you the scale up. We're gonna give you the play on how to set up your pop-up shops, how to set up your distribution to do over $10,000 a month. You don't want to miss this. If you're ready to continue to scale your brand, literally all I need you to do is click the link in the description. It won't take long, and we'll go ahead and see you in that workshop. Let's get back into the video. And it's, man, look, we giving hella game right now, hella value. Look, we talking about if you ain't been to Essence Fest yet, you need to go ahead on and grab your booth. They got 150,000 people that's coming inside of a convention center, and there's more events just like Essence Festival that's probably in a city near you. You have to be able to connect yourself to those type of environments, those type of, like, you just walking by, we met like the CEO of Essence. You never know who you gonna meet when you put yourself in that position. So stop staying at the house. Stop not saying, oh, I'm gonna do it next year. Like, let's cut that off right now. You're gonna be there next year. You're gonna be putting your brand out there in front of hundreds of thousands of people, because that's gonna be that opportunity that you might need. So
I got something for y'all. I know this is gonna be a simple question, right? Like a cliche type of question, but like if you had to start your brand over, like what would you do over? Or like, and what I mean by that is like, so now that y'all had, you know, this month that passed, like what's your goals for like this new month? And like as you continue to further on the business, like what's those new things that y'all trying to input in your business to help it grow?
Pretty much just be like more consistent. Like I feel like the ending of the last year into this year is like the most consistent we ever been. Like as far as a business and dropping product and just like standing in people's face, even with like content and stuff. And I feel like that really like took our business to like another level. So
do y'all drop every week, or is it like what is y'all drop schedule?
It's not every week. It's pretty much like, I can't really even say it's like seasonal. It's like, it ain't seasonal, but it's like we have something to drop like all the time. Like if something going on, like they had 504 day. He came up with like, we need to do it like a 504 day collection.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like whenever we doing something, we going to Atlanta. So we about to, you know, drop something right for Atlanta. Like, but even though it's like for Atlanta, everybody gonna buy. It's like it's a big me shirt. So it's like, who don't, you know, want to get
that's
that?
the one y'all done for Atlanta?
Yeah, we ain't even dropped it yet.
They gonna buy that one up right there.
Yeah, we just pretty much try to like create like a moment when we drop. Instead of just dropping something, like we try to like
content around,
like give you like a real like storyline. Because every time we don't do like a rollout,
it don't go as good. That's the same thing that we said.
It's like people expect us to do a rollout. Like,
need a rollout.
And we learned that because we were just dropping on the head like, hey,
they don't like random drops.
Tease on another day. And we saw that we definitely would do better if it was all.
Even how you wearing it right now, like, and just posting it up here and there, and like people trying to know when it's gonna come, and they convincing themselves to buy it. Like I just said, like they convincing themselves to buy it before it even came out. Like, so question, so do y'all have like multiple do y'all make designs every day? Like do y'all have a vote of designs? Like, or is it like just, how does that work? Like, what's that part of that business model right there?
I wish
I had a vote. I have stuff, but it's like I gotta be like inspired. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
how you get inspired?
It just hit me like, if I gotta go out or something, like how the 504 day collection came. It's like, I'm gonna just say how the t-shirt came. So we just dropped the American Trail shirt, which was probably like our hottest. We're
gonna put it on the screen, and we're gonna let them tell us who American Trail. Well, they probably don't know. They watching this video from all over.
This is our legendary mayor. She's a legend. Yeah, it's the mayor. Current
of New Orleans.
Yeah, she's just a legend. You just have to go Google it. You're gonna understand. So she had like a viral moment that just went kind of viral for Mardi Gras last year. So I'm like, dang, this would be fire if we just try to make this into like a product. Cause like with our brand, I like to like incorporate our personality into our brand. So
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just all serious designs. Like, so with the moment with Tita Cantrell, it's like she had this moment where she said these hoes don't like that from the song, you know, from Partners in Crime or whatever, and DJ Jubilee.
She really had said that.
She really said that.
I had seen the video.
Well, she was on a mic. Yeah, she was on a mic singing. We got the video like in our promo where she's saying it.
Hands on like that.
I was like, man, is this real? Like,
She really said it. So I'm like, man, I'm about to put this on the shirt. So I think his brother was in the store at the time or something. I'm like, man, what you think about this? Do you think we should go with the move? So I'm like, I'm gonna have the design. Did the design in like 24 hours. I just made it like a little mock-up and I posted it. The junk went crazy. I'm like, pre-order now, and everybody, it just went crazy, dog.
That's right. Yeah, this is about our third time though. We ain't doing no more though. We had to
see them became our logo for the brand at this point. But yeah, it's just like pretty much taking advantage of the moment and getting inspired by like real life events, really, and like everything around me, like and like even with the 504 Day collection, like, I'm a big Birdman fan, like so I just put his face on the shirt, and then it's just being inspired by like the stuff we grew up seeing, the stuff we grew up listening to, and like just putting it into clothes, really.
Like cause I knew for us, man, like it was tough, at that level when people want your merch and to meet that demand. So like we started to like take like the Shopify capital. We started to do like the net turns with our print shop. Do y'all have like a plan to continue to grow merch? We even had to do overselling. Like when I mean by that is like we would, like you just said,
it's another version of
pre-order, but we did it to where we were still safe. So let's just say we had 3,000 units. Cool. But we would sell it, even if we sold 3,000 units that day, I say for Juneteenth last year, we partnered with Bella Canvas, partnered with Bella Canvas, we only had 3,000 units. We put it on there, we sold 7,000 units. So, we as at least...
We're a volume game, $9.99, cheap shirts, yeah.
We already started to... already had those 3,000 prepared, so I was able to ship out those orders. But the reason why we said we wanted to continue to let it go is because if we'd have just stopped it, we would have only sold those 3,000 shirts. We wouldn't have knew how many shirts we could actually sell and what we could really make, so that way we can continue to reinvest in more merchandise. Because if you don't have, for a brand, if we don't have merch, we don't have money, really.
Yeah, merch can't be no money.
So definitely continue to keep leveraging, relationships allow us to do that. Do y'all have do y'all do any print, or is everything just kind of like manufactured?
No, everything I manufacture.
Yeah, we do print.
We do print too.
Do they give y'all like good pricing? Like you getting like under, let's just say $6?
You getting the world of vision price.
I don't think we get the best prices we could get, man.
But do y'all print it here in New Orleans or print it somewhere else?
Sometimes it depends on like the time frame we need it. Yeah. We'll use somebody here or we'll go out of town.
We use some people from here.
Because we needed it like ASAP. So.
Yeah. And what about so like not now with us, like we having so with our print shops that we currently have, we having like problems with like print sizes. Cause we know that right now it's like people loving them oversized prints. Oh, yeah. Like all right, besides getting it manufactured, like do y'all have a print shop that like print big prints, or like how has that been? Cause I know y'all particular on like,
yeah, I'm real.
Yeah, you got if it ain't right, you ain't dropping it. So like how that, like have you found somebody that's able to like do it at the level that you're trying to do it, or what? Besides the manufacturers, cause they could do it.
Yeah, they have I found some people like these. I love these people in Atlanta. It's called Scrappy Apparel. They do excellent
Shout
work.
out to Scrappy.
It's gonna come
shit, shout out to Scrappy. Give Blizy a deal, because you about to probably get
Scrappy Apparel. I think they're based out of Atlanta or Florida now. It's one of those, but it's like they do excellent work, bro. It's like we don't have to send them no colors. Like if you send them a mock-up, they gonna match the colors perfectly. It's gonna come packaged, just ready to sell. Like, and they just like they print. Like we never had a problem with them. Like,
no.
And the advice I give, bro, is like whatever y'all pricing is, for one, you gotta like pressure test it with other people. Like what we learn is we gotta really step our
negotiation skills,
business, entrepreneurship. We gotta keep taking it to the next level. Like, so if you getting it for this price, like they got hundreds of thousands of screen print shops. We going to the next screen print shop, like this the price we getting it for, but this is what we need it. Can you match it? Can you do it? Because that's what's not allowing you to get those units. Because if you, and on small terms, we talk about if you order 100 shirts, let's just say they charge you $10. So you're gonna spend, $1,000. Let's just say the first thing that person, that after he sold those 100 shirts, you know what he said? I'm gonna go get another 100 shirts. So he go spend another $1,000. You know what he said again? I'm gonna go get another 100 shirts. I'm gonna go spend another $1,000. But if you would have just invested into 1,000 shirts at the beginning, you could have broke them up in your different colors of the hundreds, and now the price would have been $5. So instead of you going 10 times getting 100 shirts and it's being $1,000 each, you'd have only spent $5,000 for the 1,000 shirts, and now you would have saved $5,000 because now we talk about you could use that for marketing. You could use that to go pay for the pop-up shop booth. So with not growing, you really hurt your brand with not just continuing to get more because it actually costs less to have more.
To get more.
Yeah, it definitely just my bad.
No, go ahead.
I definitely just had to like negotiate with like even with this shirt, because this shirt wasn't even supposed to we ain't really dropped this shirt, but we've been selling it like at the in-store and at the pocket. We really was saving it for Atlanta, but like we just had a situation like to where we pretty much sold out of the shirts. So I'm like, we need to get these shirts before our next Atlanta streetwear market pop up. So I'm negotiating with the people. They give me a date. They were like, we can't get it to y'all this date. Y'all have to pay this such and such and such. So I'm like, all right, we're not gonna do it then. So I woke up this morning like, all right, we could do it. We could do it for this date, this date. I like, it's like you really gotta like negotiate with these people.
Like, they gonna try to get as much out.
Yeah, they gonna try to get as much out. So I'm like, no, we ain't doing it then. And then she hit me the day, oh, we can get it by the 18th. I'm like, just like, bruh, like, why you just ain't say this like in the beginning? Like, cause I was like, I can't send the money till Wednesday or something like that. And she was like, no, we can't do it. I need the money right now. I'm like, no, I can't send it till Wednesday. And then she was like, I'm like, all right, we ain't gonna do it then. And then I woke up this morning, she was like, all right, we can wait till Wednesday and we'll have it for the date you need.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, why you gotta do all this? You could have just told us in the beginning, like,
bro, your manufacturers, you gotta give them a lot of work, and then you gotta ease off the gas. And they gonna be hitting up like bro, with everybody who we work with, I
don't want to, not even from that perspective, because I think about it like they're a part of our team.
Yes.
Like, so like
they're not helping us grow.
I think it's just how you have to build those relationships, even with your manufacturer. Like I ain't saying we just want, because we have different manufacturers for different things. So us easing off the gas could just be like, we not in the season of getting that right now. But now, in his mind, he like, oh, they're not, using me right now. But right now, we just not selling that product. But in the sense of like, print shop and working with other people, like we want to you should want to hit the owner of your screen print shop and be like, hey, let's go out to lunch, because you know that you getting the best price, and you got the communication. You know that when, hey, I may have a rush order, let's get this stuff through. And that's what take our businesses to the next level. That's still going back. This don't have nothing to do with selling. This is like us being better entrepreneurs, and it starts with you being a better person. Like the reason why a lot of y'all businesses that's watching this podcast is not growing is because you're not growing. Like you're not being a better person. You're not putting your business first. Like, and we talked about in the last inner circle meeting, one thing that had hit big with him was I was challenging him on having a schedule. Like you have to have a schedule so that way you could, set aside that time where y'all meet about what's gonna happen at Essence, because if you don't at least put it on that schedule, it seems to never get talked about. Or you know what else happened? Somebody else called and be like, hey, what y'all doing right now? Y'all gonna come over, come holler at us right quick? But when you got the schedule, you're gonna be like, well, nah, I ain't gonna be able to holler. I got a meeting I gotta go to. But a lot of you guys aren't running y'all brands like y'all work at y'all job. Right. When you go to work, they got everything laid out for you, what you gotta do, what time you gotta do it. But when you go home and you start working on your business, it's just like you do it whenever you feel. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, I'm gonna get to it whenever, I'm the boss. Right. Like, I'm gonna feel like we take this, I'm the boss of my business, into the perspective of I could do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. And that's not how we operate. We still, like, when anybody past 7:30 coming to the office, we like, boy, you late, huh? You just see what I'm saying? Like, that's the standard that we having, because it's not like, you coming in like I'm even when we traveling, even like we still gotta do things. We still trying to wake up and be at that time because we still got things that we committed to. Mm-hmm. On Wednesdays, I still gotta be on my meetings. Like I can't miss it, even if I'm in Atlanta, LA, New York. You're still scheduled to do something for your brand, and it gotta get done. That's why your brand not growing, because you keep piling on. You still got work from 3 months. Like,
but as long as you got Jared, you gonna have that schedule over there. Like,
you had an itinerary.
I can't get them all the time.
It's the same way, bro. I do the same. Like I used to be the same way, bro. I used to like sleeping, like, cause I work at night. I'll be working at like 11, 12, 1, and then I'll be tired in the morning. But like Marlon, like dog, it's like it's like we just hold each other accountable. Like it's not like we have fun, like we don't get me wrong, like we have the blast, but like we really be putting each other on our stuff. Like we really like bro, like that shit not cool. Like you late. Like
So y'all be fussing?
yeah, like not fussing like not fussing like
we really just had a.
but not fussing like where it's like I'm about to storm out of here and it's over with. You know what I mean? It's more like we gotta get better from this. It's not like yeah, we went on the walk.
Our issues.
Man, we went on the walk. We went on the walk.
Yeah,
We went on the
yeah.
walk, and we was just talking about like was just things that we could do, and like we this it's high tones like, but at the end of the conversation, like we always ended up with good stuff as far as like, all right, now that we talked about this, like what's 3 things that you good at for the business, and what's 3 things that you could work on, and like we explain that, and we be open with each other and tell everything that we got to work on, the things that we good at, and then from there, like we be like, all right, we family at the end of the day, family on 3, family on me, family, like it's really like a real deal, like it's like how you play park ball, bro. Like if you ever play park ball, like that's how we treat our business, bro. It's nothing different. Like we have to get better. Like we cannot leave each other behind. Or we can't be holding each other back. Like that's just not cool, bro. Like we all trying to get to the next level. And as business partners, like I only could go as far as he want to go. He only could go as far as I want to go. And if I'm just saying, man, I'm gonna stop right here, it's gonna stop him right there too. It's not gonna help him keep going. Or he gonna just have to go do his own thing. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like we gotta like either make it work or we gotta go find something else to do.
And just the thing, your strengths become your weaknesses. So you know how like you saying like you good at design, that's actually a weakness now because
You already mastered it.
You mastered it. Now you need to be designing. You need to be preparing the design process so that way you could work on other things within the business. Like maybe it could be on that marketing side because it's like you only could give your time to a certain amount of things, and then you may be good with the organization, running the store, but like that's one part. We could have 5 stores. You could run 5 stores. You can. So like that's the mindset that we be trying to challenge ourselves to. Like we call it elevate and delegate and elevate. So like once you reach that certain position, you have to start delegating those tasks, and management become like a big thing. Like the owners of the business, you gonna be like managing, thinking about the future of the brand, or you're not gonna be able to do, or you gonna hire somebody else too. Because it's something that like needs to actually get done. We even talk about bringing in, outside people so that way we could, because sometimes it's hard for you to look at yourself and be like, and me to be like, damn, Ma, like I was supposed to have X, Y, and Z done, and like I ain't have it done. Like, like who gets on my butt, or like, tell me, that, I gotta do these things that we gotta do to accomplish this. And so it's hard to see what you're not good at sometimes. And that's why you need those people in your corner that we say, being your real friend. Like, we honestly, in this podcast, y'all already know we are real friend. We don't tell y'all what y'all want to hear. We tell y'all what y'all need to hear because we want to expand, like, we want to be able to have those tough conversations. A lot of the times, why brands aren't growing is because they're not having those tough conversations. And if you by yourself, it may be you having that tough conversation with yourself. And if you got a partner, it may be like y'all having those tough conversations. We had a lot of tough conversations, even from the part where like, I was playing football and Nick was just putting up all the time into the brand. And we like, man, you're not even really helping like that. You know what I mean? But it wasn't that I didn't want to help. It was just that the time that we had. And so like, that's when it was like, man, because I really do want to do this. Like, shit, let's leave school and let's go do it. But it wasn't what was, best for the business. So it was like, we still had to figure out how do we continue to work together to get to where we needed to go. It wasn't like, we talk about it. We play for the name that's on the front of the jersey, which is I see the chains, I see the loyalty club, I see the hat. We pay for that. We don't play for the name on the back. The Watts. I'm not playing for that. I'm playing to put World and Vision in the best position to be successful. And that was what I remember we talked off camera about, like I want to be that person that impact the game. Like, if this was a basketball game and we was all on teams, like, in my mind, and everybody should feel like that, I want every play that is good, whether it's defense or offense, like, what can I do for our team to put us in position? And I want y'all to feel that way. I want y'all to be leaving like, damn, that nigga Marlon left it all out there for real. Like, so that's how I feel, and that's how when I walk in the room or when I'm playing sports, that's the mentality that we come with. Like, it's just a different mentality, and I want everybody on this because it's big. We here in the hometown, like. And here is a lot of, we have to change our minds. We have to continue to have those tough conversations. We have to continue to elevate ourselves. We have to put ourselves in position to be successful. In the boot, we had a collaboration over competition. This podcast right here is already monumental. It's big because it's showing that change is happening, and it's happening now, and it's gonna happen fast. So like, that's the level that we on. We came in, we talked about it. We trying to talk about how do we get to 100K a month? How do we talking millions of dollars? We was in Atlanta talking on a podcast, and dude came in and started talking about $100 million, $300 million. And that's the type of conversations and people that I want to be around. You want to be around. Everybody watching this podcast should want to be around. You want to be around people that's challenging you to do the things that you're not doing, and stop looking at that as somebody checking you. We called it yesterday. I'm not checking you, I'm checking on you. Like, I'm checking on you to make sure that we got this thing done because we committed to saying that this is what we're gonna do. So I'm not checking you, I'm checking on what we got to do.
Nah, that's fact. That's facts, bro. I say one thing just for y'all. Like, what's how y'all day look? Like, how in the morning? Like, do y'all gotta go to the store? Like, how does that look for the Loyalty Club?
It look different for the both of us. I got a 9 to 5, so like probably like Monday through Thursday, I'm going to work, and then like after work, then I'm like, doing stuff for the brand. I might be looking up stuff, thinking about ideas. I mean, throughout the day, I'm still gonna be hitting them up if I think of something we might do. Like, as soon as we finish Essence, I'm looking at stuff, seeing what we sold the most of, trying to see what we need to order again. And then like Saturday, Sunday, then I'm at the store. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm at the store, and then we working together. Then his is pretty much different from mine.
You at the store every day?
Pretty much, yeah.
Every day.
I feel like I treat the store like it's my office. Like, I can't work from home. Like, I gotta get up, I gotta do the drive. I gotta listen to music. Like, I just gotta get out my house. So that's what I pretty much treat the store. That's why I like being at the store. But like, I get to the store, I see what online orders we have, because it's like, we don't have like a big team of people, you know what I'm saying? We still like doing like majority of the work, so we still shipping our own orders at this point. So that's the first thing. I get to the store, check the orders, see like, make sure the store is intact first, check the stocks, whatever. Then I just like get on my computer, and then I'm just like designing.
How do y'all get people to help? Are y'all like paying people yet, or like is it just like volunteer?
Yeah, we got we actually just hired our second person, so we got like 2 people actually on payroll that like work in the store. So like whenever we gone, whenever we need a break or something, they in the store, like, so we could like get away.
And how was that process?
I was about to say, how did you find?
It was hard, man, because you just going through a list of people. It's like I don't know, they just not coming like professional, like the right way. Like, I got a brand, I'm dressing like this, but I'm still like, professional. I'm not coming in there and just talking any kind of way to you. It's like, I'm still gonna be professional.
That's the struggle.
Yeah.
That's what y'all doing, like a lot of that, us being like young black people having these businesses. Like, like I feel like our people don't take us serious. You know what I'm saying?
They come in there like we partners already. Like,
no.
Yeah.
And it is the like, now that you know how it goes, this would be my advice. Like, set up the system to to make sure that that's not happening. So as in bro, to get hired, you gotta go through a 3-step process, and then now it's to where like, we were running. It wasn't like just anybody. We would run ads, or we'll put out signs for people that really wanted to work. So we taking in candidates, and I think I said we had to interview more than 1,000 people. We got 250. So like, we really, they would come to the first interview
with somebody else. Not us.
That's the thing we got to do.
And they give y'all an unbiased thing. So like, have maybe somebody that y'all trust, that's a part of y'all community already, that know what y'all like, to be able to conduct those first, second interviews.
That's the thing. Like, it's like Jared, like the nice person. You know what I'm saying? Don't go talk to Jared first. Talk to Jared first. By the time you come talk to me, it's like coming to the principal's office. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
That's the role. You know what I'm saying? That I kind of got to play. But Like
You do need to have that fine line between you and the people there, because like it does get a little chaotic when they got direct access to you. Especially since you right there, you do need to figure out a way to have less access, but then you also need to have like a rule book too. Do y'all have like handbooks where like
we was just talking about that?
Yeah, you need a real deal rule book that they sign that is on a dotted line. Especially like cause like you gotta
even a contract.
Yeah, bro, like you gotta have them sign something because at the end of the day, like you gotta have a reason like why you do everything that you do at your business. And if you're not able to justify that reasoning by them signing on a dotted line that they read through all the ways that you run your business, if they never sign none, then it's really like they can do whatever they want. Like it's not their fault, it's really more your fault. So with us, we got like an actual like, this the handbook, we got somebody to explain it to them, like they sign their name on a dotted line. Like if anything go down, like you could really look at everything that you signed your name on.
And I feel like that's the level we like getting at right now, because even with this weekend, it's like we had some stuff happen that shouldn't have happened. Like we would have had like the rule book in place, and like it would have been like a way different type of situation. So I feel like after this week, that's one thing we learned from this weekend. Like we gotta have like more rules and more. You
gotta set the standard, bro. You can't be playing.
People get suspended. Like I'm like, you know, at World, like, you know, things happen. They get warnings. They get like write-ups. Like like, you know, and you know, like some things happen, like they get suspended for 3 to 5 days, or you know, anything on that, you probably get terminated. But like we had times where we had to like send people home, but we didn't want them to come back, but we needed them to know that wasn't, you know, like
you know, messing up my business. Like
it's not even my business. Like not looking at it is because that's what I'm trying to say is the team, like we messing up our chances to win the championship. It's not about like it being my business. Like we don't look at it like that, because we all in this together, benefiting. We all benefiting from it. So it don't matter that, oh, you know, we own the business right now. We can't right now. We can't even think about that. Because in their mind they like, oh, you own the business.
That's how they gonna think about it too. They think about it like that. That be the first thing that is like the more you think about it as like it's mine, the more they think about it as it's yours. So they think about you having something in your possession that's not yours. You're not gonna treat it with the same respect as it being yours. You see what I mean? So how do you get them in the mind frame of treating it as the same respect as if it's theirs? And it's hard, like, and it's never gonna get 100% there. I will never sit up here and lie to you and say somebody's gonna come in your business and treat it as 100%. Like Nadia is like the hidden gem that people should have been found type of thing. You know what I mean? She treat the business 100% like it's hers. Like I'm not about to sit up here and say you're gonna walk up the street and find somebody like that. You're not. Like, but you will if you keep in a mind frame of there's someone out there like that.
And you build them up.
Yeah, you do build them up, dude. You do build them up.
Like through what, like everything that y'all going through, that's what I'm saying. Like I never like, you know, tell Nadia like, yeah, this is my business. Like let's like do this type stuff. Like it's more on the lines of like, let's come together. Like let's think. Like let's put. If I be putting people in my scenario, so when something happen, I go and be like, okay, let's talk about this. All right. So let's say you was me right now, and this was your brand, and I came late the last 5 days. How would you feel? And then they'd be like, oh, now I really see. Like it ain't about it being. It don't even have nothing to do with it being my brand. Like we're just talking about this. This don't have nothing to do with that. This is about us. Like if you come late, like this is a championship team, and you come late to the game, we lost. If the star player showed up and we was in the second quarter, we may be down 40 already. So I just need you to understand that that's playing a big part of what's going on. It don't have to do nothing about who owns this or whatnot. That's the issue that we need to like handle. It don't matter if it was your business, my business, his business. So like, and that go back to like those tough conversations that you gotta have with yourself and with your team members, so that way we all get on the same page. It's like crazy, man. But hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, run us up. This one was special, baby. Loyalty Club, World and Vision. This one was a banger. Hey, we're gonna see y'all next time. I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner and CEO.
Yeah, I'm Nicholas Clark, co-owner and designer, World and Vision. And we out.